I just saw a shadow. That was actually crazy. That could be whatever's been following us though.
Right.
Again.
Yeah, it almost pushed over. Look at that.
What was that?
It's good. A high pitch. Yeah. That's maxing out right now. For tonight's investigation, we traveled to Iola, Kansas to investigate the Sleeper Mortuary, a location that is brand new to the paranormal world. Now, in 1886, a gentleman by the name of Lyman Sleeper would start the mortuary. In 1902, he would go into business with his son Alan, and in the same year, the Sleeper Mortuary would have its first of 2 devastating fires. Another would occur in 1915, the same year that Lyman would pass away. In 1924, the Sleeper Mortuary would move to the building it's known for today.
Now, Alan would run Sleeper Mortuary alone from 1915 until 1946 when his son John would join the family business. 2 short years later, Ed Porter and Jim Kinser would buy into the business and become partners of the mortuary. Alan Sleeper would pass away in 1958, followed shortly after in 1960 by his son John, who actually fell asleep while driving home from transporting a body. He was killed in the accident, and Ed and Jim would actually purchase the property from the Sleeper family and transition it to the Porter Kinser Funeral Home.
In 1967, a gentleman by the name of Paul Friskel would purchase the mortuary, and then it would become the Friskel Kinser Mortuary, which he would operate with his wife Patricia until 1982. The same year, they would merge with another mortuary in Iola, and then it would operate as a mortuary all the way until 1999, when it ceased operations entirely. Throughout its entire history, just under 2,700 families had funerals in this building. If you look at the front of the building, it says Heritage Hall over the entrance. Right after it served as a mortuary, it became a co-ed style living arrangement for college students, and they could choose between 5 shared bedrooms to stay in. It is even said that during their stay, they experienced paranormal activity in the Sleeper Mortuary building.
Now, after the building stopped being used as a dorm for the local college, it would exchange hands multiple times between 2001 and 2025 when our good friend Tori would purchase the building to preserve the history and open it for paranormal investigations. Now, we were one of the very first groups to get inside the building to investigate and to film for YouTube, and we had non-stop activity from the beginning of the night all the way through the end. Before we went to sleep, we even set up static cameras in 2 parts of the building that if you guys want to watch and review the footage, we have just launched new membership tiers for the channel that you can join below to review all of this footage. You guys are about to see what we experienced during our overnight stay in the Sleeper Mortuary in Iola, Kansas.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're at a brand new location to the paranormal world in Iola, Kansas. We're at the Sleeper Mortuary.
Yeah, sorry about the little delay there, guys. We tried to film actually out here in Kansas a couple weeks ago, and we got stuck in our hotel room for 2 days. If you do follow us over on Instagram, you got to see some of our adventures walking through the snow trying to find food. It wasn't great. So make sure you follow us on all the socials so you don't miss that kind of stuff. But I'm excited to be back at it, guys. We got a long lineup of videos coming here back to back to back. But this spot is interesting because our friend Tori just bought this place literally a few weeks ago, and we're one of the very first groups to get in here and investigate, and I can't wait to see what we get.
She has a lot of history about this location, but not a lot in terms of the paranormal. So we're kind of coming in on a clean slate, and we know that you guys love lesser known paranormal locations, so we're excited to get in here and investigate, but make sure you guys also come out here. This is a brand new spot. Definitely come out and support them. Follow their social media pages as well. Those will all be linked down below. And check it out for yourself.
Yeah, just based on what she's gotten in the few weeks since she's owned it and a couple of the teams that have been out here, I can't wait to get in there and see what we experience tonight. It's bigger than it looks from the outside, so we got a lot of ground to cover, and we're sleeping here tonight. So let's get in there, let's see who we can make contact with, and see what we have here at the Sleeper Mortuary.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, guys, so we're starting out down here in the Casket viewing room where they would have held a lot of the services here at the mortuary. Being this is a new location and not a ton of teams have been in here to investigate yet, we want to start with an Estes. See if we can open up some form of communication with whoever may be here, with a couple pieces of equipment to see, who may be still lurking around and if they're willing to communicate with us.
Because that's the thing, Tori was saying they've only done a handful of investigations here, but they've already gotten some really cool stuff. So I'm excited to see what we get tonight, and who wants to talk to us?
Yeah, we'll go under and we'll see what happens and try to explain to them the equipment and what we're doing, and hopefully they're willing to talk.
Yeah, let's do it. So yeah, as Steve was just saying, over here we have a REM pod set up. This is actually a casket, a child's casket they found on site here at the location. And they have holy water still in there, which is kind of cool. But we have the REM pod set up over here. Also a Mel meter on the far end over there, trying to give them a little space in case they don't want to get too close to us. They have a ton of balloons and like balls and whatnot set up across the entire location as well. See if those move, that'd be kind of scary. My name is Dylan. Just a little bit ago, I was down here by myself trying to talk to you. We don't mean you any harm. We don't mean you any disrespect. We're just here to talk to you. All these devices that we have, they're hopefully just making it easier to facilitate a conversation. We can't see you, we can't hear you most of the time.
Go in?
Going where? So when I was down here filming for my personal channel.
Female voice? I couldn't make out. Honestly, it sounded like a female voice went like, my first thought was power, but it almost sounded like flower.
Yo, that's maxing out right now. Can you step away from that device right there if you're setting that off? That's insane, actually. Wow, we just got here, man. Thank you so much. Okay. Because when I was down here filming for my personal channel, I heard some stuff back there, and I was asking them if they wanted me to go into the flower arrangement area, because Tori was telling us that over there is probably the most active. Do you want us to go over to the flower arrangement area across the hall? Or the casket room?
Let her in? That was another female voice?
What is this, like Nosferatu? Is someone at the door? Can you set off the device over by the casket? At the front of the room? Little red light on the ground? Works the same way as the other one. If you touch the top of it, you go to pick it up, try to move it, it's gonna light up and make some noise. None of these devices should hurt you. Right now, the guy in the chair over here, Steve, is listening for your voice. Oh. Okay. That's so weird. Thank you. Can you step back from that device for just a second? Thank you. That's instant. That's like on request. So I'm gonna step over here, just give you some room. Maybe you don't wanna be too close to me, that's fine. But the guy over here, Steve, he's listening for your voice. Whatever you tell him, he's going to repeat so I can hear you. Can you tell him your name? Maybe you're one of the Sleeper family members here. My name is Dylan. There's like a whistle.
Upstairs? That was a male voice?
Sound like it was upstairs.
Casket, that was a female voice.
Did I just hear you whistle? Can you set off one of these devices if you're whistling to try to get my attention? Either this device right here near the casket or over by the entryway. Because I think I just heard you. It sounded like someone whistled. I don't know if you know who whistled. Are you trying to work right now and we're interrupting you? We're not trying to be in the way.
Look up. The back.
Is someone in there? Please don't be. That'd be terrifying. Imagine you see like fingers wrap around the bars. No. Can you make a noise wherever you are? Knock on a wall, stomp your feet, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it. Better see some clapping emojis down in the comments section. Drop a like while you're down there too. We're out here freezing in Kansas, just for you guys. Do you like that more people are going to be coming?
Tori, that was a deep male voice. It goes, Tori.
Yeah, we know Tori. We're friends with her, we're allowed to be here. I was just about to ask, do you like that Tori is going to bring in new people to this location? To learn your history? Try to talk to you a little bit? Oh, this one went off. First time that one's gone off. Okay, thank you so much. You're doing really good so far. I know this is all really new to you guys. It's probably pretty confusing. But we're just here to talk to you, learn more about your history. Do you have a message for Tori you want us to pass on when she comes here tomorrow? Okay. What do you want me to tell Tori?
Hello? It sounded like a female, like, hello?
You want me to tell her hello? Okay. Can I ask who's saying hello? Can you give me your name? This could be any one of these family members, you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to ask, if it's the people that worked here, if it's the people that actually own this location, or if it's someone that's just passing through. Could even be residual, I guess. Some of the Estes stuff seems kind of residual, but, oh. Do you want me to pay attention to you? Do you have something you want to tell us? Or any future guests that may come here?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want to tell us? Oh, dude, that's so weird. So this one's going off, but it started off down there. So I don't know if they're more comfortable or if they're trying to lure me towards the front of the chapel here. I'm not entirely sure. Do you want me to say a prayer for you? I see the cross at the front here. They have the holy water at the front as well. I understand this was a chapel for a short time as well. I can only imagine how much sorrow and sadness was contained in this location. You guys have been probably waiting quite a while to...
Hello? That one sounded like a kid. It was like, hello?
Hello. My name is Dylan. Can I have your name, please?
Strangled?
Strangled? Is that how you passed? Were you strangled? Dude, that was like straight up a voice. Are you back here? You've been doing really good so far. I appreciate you talking to Steve so I could hear you. You've been setting off the devices when I ask, which is really awesome. Can you come back down here to this side of the room and touch this red light? I just want to confirm that you can hear me. I know it probably sounds dumb, but I'm just trying to confirm that you can hear me and that we're having a conversation right now. There's movement again. It sounded like footsteps. I'll step back a little bit so you have some room. It's okay if you don't really trust us yet, if you're kind of wary of us being here. Okay.
Who's that?
I don't know who that is. That's what I'm here to figure out.
That was a really weird voice. It was a very clear male voice. Said two words, couldn't make out what it said, but it was like completely separate from the static.
All right, so once more, can you come down here and touch this light over by the curtains? Just to confirm that we're having a conversation, you can hear me. Again, we come here with nothing but respect for you in this location. We're happy to be here. Tori is excited that we're here. We're trying to figure out some more about the history of this location and why you're still here. So if you could please just come down.
Deep male voice again.
Come down to this side of the room, whoever I'm speaking with or whoever can hear me, and touch this light just behind me, over by the curtains. That'll just confirm that you can hear me. You've been doing really good so far, because that'd be crazy. I asked them initially to go from this one all the way down there, and they did. So I'm trying to see if I can get them back. Which probably sounds really dumb in retrospect to them. I'm just asking them to do laps in the siege room, but would be really cool to get that confirmation.
Feel that?
Do you want me to put my hand out? Am I supposed to feel something?
Reaching?
Yep. Reaching out. Are you going to touch me? Oh, I can walk over there a little bit if you want me to. He said cautiously. Okay, a little bit closer. Can you touch my hand if you can see it?
7? That was a deep male voice.
7. 7 what?
Bad?
7 bad. Are you saying you're something negative? Did you maybe follow us from a different location? Not scared of you. Right as I put my hand down. Okay. Are you trying to build up energy to do something? I'll keep my hand outstretched. A little bit closer, maybe. Can you touch my hand?
Bob? That was a female voice. Almost sounded like Bob.
Bob, did you work here? If this is 7, if this is something negative, who has either followed us here or has been hiding here, lying in wait, do something big. Show us how powerful you are. Move one of these chairs. Throw the balloon at me. Do something to show us how strong you are. Because guys, we've heard the whole demon thing. We go to these locations, it's supposed to be super demonic. We try to call out these demonic spirits and then, they don't throw us down the stairs or anything crazy. So if there is something negative here, hopefully they hit me with a flying knee. It'd be kind of cool, catch on camera. We're gonna be wrapping up here in a couple minutes. We're gonna be heading across the hall over to the flower arrangement room, the casket room. Tori was telling us it's probably the most active part of the building. Is that true? Do you have more power there? Maybe it's a little bit easier to speak with us in that area of the building?
Don't do it.
Oh, why not? OG subscribers remember 7. Make sure you drop a comment, let us know if you guys remember 7. Can you move this balloon right here on the ground? If you don't want us to go over to the flower arrangement area, move that balloon. Kick it towards me, kick it away from me. Whatever you're comfortable doing and able to do.
In the walls?
Who is in the walls? What? Is there something hidden in the walls here? That's got a really cold breeze on my back. That was bizarre. You guys can see, this place is in pretty good shape, It's got walls, it's got a roof. So it's not like there should be any cold breezes just coming out of nowhere. All the windows are over there.
Another male voice, couldn't make it out.
So one more time, can you move that balloon right here?
Good morning.
Good morning. I guess it is morning technically, but. Do you have any messages for us?
Leaving.
Leaving?
That sounded like an older male voice.
We are leaving pretty soon. We're going to be going across the hall. And then tonight we're going to be sleeping here. So I hope that's okay with you.
That's fine.
Okay, that's good. In just a minute here, I'm going to tap Steve out. We're going to go across the way. You can follow us if you want to. Maybe you'll have more power over there. It'll be easier to speak with us. You've been doing really good so far. We appreciate you interacting with us. We understand that it probably takes a lot of energy, so if you need to, feel free to drain our batteries, which Steve was upstairs and he was filming some B-roll with a gimbal, and gimbal was fully charged, it randomly just cut out. I was filming for my personal channel. He said the gimbal died, and then he heard knocking on one of the doors he was sitting near, right at the same time. So, I don't know. Pretty good start though. I'm excited to see what else we get here tonight.
That sounded like a female distantly. It was hello, calling out. It sounded very distant. It echoed. It was weird. Oh my God.
Surprise.
That was a good one. That was a good jump.
That was pretty good though. Both devices were going off.
Oh really?
Yeah.
The Mel and the Rem?
So it started with the Mel down here.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that's great and all, but can you head down towards the casket and actually set that one off
Right.
so we can confirm?
Right.
That one went off. And I was asking for them to go back.
Yeah.
I'm like, in retrospect, that probably sounds really dumb.
Right.
Like set this one off, then go back over here.
Right.
But
especially if they're not used to this.
that's what I said. But some of the responses were pretty direct. And I was asking, yep, do it again.
Can you touch that one more time for me? I haven't seen you do it yet. Can you grab the red light by the casket up there? Just so I know it's you. Okay.
Anyway, yeah, I couldn't tell who it was.
Yeah.
Because he said male voices are coming through, children.
Yeah. It was weird.
Yeah. So I was trying to see if it was one of the sleepers, and then I brought up us going across the hall, and they said, don't do that.
Oh.
That's when you brought up 7 and, you know, possibly something negative.
Right.
So I'm
The
not totally
deep
sure.
voice that said Tori was really weird. It was like Tori. It was like guttural almost. It was very, very deep.
Well, that's good. Good luck, Tori.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're gonna head over there and see who wants to talk to us over there.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, so we moved over to the casket area. So this is where they actually used to display the caskets. Yep. Okay. Do you want us to go up there? Can you walk up the stairs? You're trying to get us up into the flower arrangement area?
All right, yeah. There's one at the top of the stairs that does the same thing, and there's one in the flower arrangement room. Can you go set off both of those?
That's like almost, it's maxing out now, yeah. Thank you. Oh, the one up there went off.
The one on the top of the stairs?
No, like inside.
In the room?
Yeah.
The REM pod?
Oh, thank you. Is this Patricia?
Reminds me of that meme. It wasn't me, it was Patricia. It's from a movie. I don't know which one.
Drop a comment, let us know.
Yeah. You know what meme I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Split.
Sure.
That's the movie.
Never seen it.
Do you want us to go upstairs into the flower arrangement shop? We've been told this is probably the most active part of the building. Maybe this is where you can speak to us the easiest. We're not entirely sure how it works, but we're just here to talk to you.
We know Tori. She's a good friend of ours. Was that the bottom one again?
Yeah, the bottom one.
She's a good friend of ours. Do you know Tori? You know who we're talking about? She recently purchased the building.
But I didn't even get to say, we have the stack dome over here, right behind Steve. We have the EDI to my left. We have all the devices that have been going off on the stairs. We also have one right behind me in the doorway.
I forgot that one was over there.
Yeah, I did too, honestly.
We also have the DR60s, which I'm sure we'll use at some point here.
True.
Yeah, so tonight we're gonna hit this room. A lot of disembodied voices coming out of this room, especially up towards the top. So new to the paranormal world that we don't really know what's gonna happen where or when or who's in each area. She's still trying to figure that out.
Right.
So we're gonna try a little bit of everything. DR60's in here. We're gonna go upstairs where we're gonna be sleeping in the living quarters tonight, and we're gonna film up there for a while. And then we're gonna set up some static cameras tonight. We're gonna leave some static cameras.
The one up in the shop again went off.
Static cameras running probably down here while we sleep upstairs, because there's a lot of shadow figures in this area too.
Does that sound like a good plan? Is it okay that we're staying here tonight?
Please, it's pretty cold outside. What was that?
Like that? Oh. Yeah, I heard that.
It sounded like it was behind me, like over in that vicinity.
If you're just joining us, if you just walked into the room, can you set off that device on the floor? It's okay, you're not in any trouble.
Based on that noise, they don't sound very excited that we're sleeping here.
Yeah. Are you still here with us? Can you set off one of the devices in this room?
My name is Steve, this is Dylan. Again, we're just here to communicate with you, okay? I know that's probably a little strange. It hasn't been happening that much yet, but it's gonna be happening quite a bit. There's gonna be a lot of people that are come here to talk to you. They wanna learn about you, what life was like to work here and live here. And Tori wants to help preserve this place and tell your story. If you're anywhere in the building and you can hear our voice, could you make a noise for us?
Ooh, static dome's going off.
Static dome behind me?
Yeah.
Why? Okay.
That never goes off either, which is cool. It's almost like it just like walked behind you. Now it's going the opposite direction.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That was a nice visual, thank you.
You're welcome. So if you're heading towards maybe the doorway, can you set off the device in the doorway? It shouldn't hurt you. All it does is allow us to have a conversation.
Can you step away from that so that the lights turn off? You just gotta step back a little bit, okay? You can come over here by us. We're not here to hurt you. I just saw a shadow. That was actually crazy. Did you see me take a double take?
Yeah.
That was actually crazy.
Like towards the entryway?
It was on that white wall. So the wall that's directly out there, right through the doors. It went 100% went that way. That was actually really, really weird. It was like, it wasn't super dark. It was like faint. It was
right.
But it was definitely darker than the wall.
Like the backdrop?
Yeah. It stood out enough that I could see like the movement of it. That was really, really weird actually. Because you know what was weird about it is it didn't move as quick as, like, you know what I mean? Like shadow figures are usually like boom,
corner of your
like
eye,
that.
like, yeah.
Like,
That one up there is going off again.
why is it behind me again? But it didn't. It was like a normal.
Like you looked at it and it was
like a normal speed. It just. And obviously you guys can see that room is just. There's a room up there. There's no windows in this room to cast a shadow in there.
like backlighting us.
And now the static dome's pointing that way.
Oh.
The static dome is pointing that way.
Did Steve just see you? Or do you know who Steve saw?
It's okay if I did. We've had a lot of reports of people coming out of here already saying that they saw some people walking around, saw some shadows. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but you appear to us a lot of times as a shadow. We don't see you as we see each other, if that makes sense. I know a lot of this is probably new to you.
That's what's got to be so confusing too.
Right.
It's like it served as the mortuary and
Right.
it was a private residence.
Right.
Oh, this one off again, one up there. And then it's like, now people are going to come here, they're going to pay money to talk to us?
Right.
Like, what do you mean?
Right, because the person that lived here before Tori bought it, also named Dylan, not you, he lived here for like a decade, she said. He said he had weird experiences and stuff, but he wasn't like actively interacting with them.
Right.
So that's going to be something for them to get used to.
Is that the case? You guys are kind of wary of these new people coming in here, trying to talk to you? Maybe it's a little confusing?
We don't have anything that's going to hurt you. We're not here to hurt you. We're not here to make you leave. We're not here to hurt the building, take anything from the building. We have nothing but respect for you and the history of this property. Again, we're just here to try to help Tori preserve it so she can tell your story. You guys have an amazing history here.
This is our first time in Iola. We came all the way from New York just to talk to you and visit this spot.
In the winter.
In the winter.
We never said we were smart. Are you hearing that?
It was like high pitched.
It's like a voice. It almost sounds like a female voice. My first visual was like somebody on the phone. Like it was just like
Like murmuring in the background.
like a conversation. There's no TVs in the building, guys. There's
Right. We're the only
nothing.
ones here.
It's locked.
It's 4 a.m.
Yeah. It's winter. I just heard it again.
Like upstairs or?
I can't, it sounds muffled. I can't tell. It could be upstairs.
Right.
It sounds distant. Because like right outside this door, guys, that's where the actual embalming room is. It's really small, like very, very small, short ceilings, very small room. And Tori said it really hasn't been that active.
Right. It like moved towards you and then it moved back.
Please don't. She said it hasn't really been that active in there. So like, we might pop in there a little while later, or maybe we'll put one of the static cameras near there or something, but.
I've never seen it hold like this though.
No, it usually is on and off.
Yeah, it was just like flickering too. It was like going back and forth between coming closer and then it didn't. Are you nervous? Do you not really understand why we're here? It's okay if you are. We're not here to scare you. We just want to talk to you a little bit.
People said that they've heard you guys walking around upstairs and in the hallway out here. Is that something you can do for us? Move a door, stop your feet, again, these are things that people are going to be asking you to do kind of frequently now. It's just the easiest way for us to interact with you. A lot of times we can't see you, we can't hear you, so all of these things that we have set up, they are just ways for us to interact with you, okay? You can see how those ones work on the stairs. You just gotta get close to them. They light up and change colors and make noise.
This is kind of how it was in the other room, though, when you undressed this. It's like, it started off really intelligent. It was responding directly to what I was asking. Then it kind of tapered off and maybe some residual stuff.
Well, it's like, it's weird because like we just spent some time upstairs talking about, you know, YouTube, traveling, all this kind of stuff. And we had like stuff moving upstairs. We couldn't figure out what it was.
Yeah.
Now it's going this way.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Which is something that we've also noticed at a lot of locations. When we start kind of talking amongst ourselves, sometimes they pitch in. We say that all the time at events, which guys, if you want to go something with us, hauntednightsevents.com, that's linked down in the description. But sometimes when we just start telling stories, or we start talking about stuff like YouTube, they're like, you're here to talk to me. You know?
It almost sounded like the bag of batteries moved. That's kind of what it sounded like. They got picked up and moved on the hardwood floor, which was strange.
Yeah. Is that the case? Do you like hearing stories about other locations? Stories about our lives?
Are you trying to work? Are you upstairs making some flower arrangements? Do you have services coming up tomorrow maybe? Or later today? Did you hear that?
What was it?
I heard another female voice.
I didn't even hear it.
That one was a lot closer. That one sounded louder. Hello? Hello?
Ooh.
That was behind us.
Yeah.
It sounded like movement.
Yeah.
I'm gonna whistle. Can you whistle back for me wherever you are? She's like walking.
Yeah.
It's interesting, the REM pods just stop like that. It's like somebody was working up and down the stairs and then they...
Right, which again could be residual.
Right. I mean, think about how many times she went up and down those stairs making arrangements.
Right, how much energy is probably left over.
Yeah.
And the static dome's moving again. It's going back towards the center of the room.
So yeah, they used to have caskets all over in this room. This is with like the showroom to sell them.
Yeah.
And then they did the arrangements up there.
If you don't want to use the devices that we have, can you move something? Either move a chair, slam a door, knock on a wall?
Yeah, we'd love it if you could close the door. We'd love to see that. That would be really cool. If you need energy, you can take some from our devices. You can take some from us. Can you knock on something like this?
The one at the top.
The one at the top, shut off. Can you knock? It was very quiet.
Oh.
Okay.
This one just shut off. Oh, it's still going.
Change colors, right?
Yeah.
Do you need help with an arrangement maybe? Do you want some extra hands?
Or do you need more flowers maybe? We can ask Tori to bring you some more flowers.
She said she's heard you twice while she's standing up in this area. Right up top again.
Yeah.
Can we come up there? We have some other devices that we might be able to record your voice so we can hear you. If it's okay that we come up there, can you set off that device again? In the arrangement room, and we'll step up there for a minute? Do you want us to stay down here? Will we be in your way if we're up there? That's so weird.
That's what I mean. Like it'll come in for a little bit and then it just tapers
like
off.
A random burst of energy.
Which the first time interacting with devices like these.
Right. You're doing great. We really appreciate it. You say we do like one EVP?
Yeah, try it out.
I'm gonna go stand up in the threshold of the door.
Okay. I'll put it right on the table here.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna come up here, okay? I'm not gonna come in the room. I don't wanna be in your way. That was me, I hit it. I'm gonna come up here, okay? It's like surprisingly dark.
It's dark in here, yeah.
Yeah. Show you guys. Yeah, it's pretty dark. All right, I'm just gonna stand right here, okay? I'm not gonna come all the way in. I know you're working. So I have a device in my hand, and Dylan has one in his hand down there, okay? All they do is record your...
Oh.
Hello? Can I step in? No, okay.
Yeah, right.
All these do is record your voice, okay? And make it a little bit easier for us to understand what you're trying to tell us. So we're gonna ask you a few questions. If you can come up to the one in my hand or the one in Dylan's hand, and just speak as loudly and as clearly as you can. We should be able to hear you, okay? So on the count of 3, step up to these devices for us, okay? Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. My name is Steve. What's your name?
Can you see us right now?
What is the name of the business that operates here?
Do you want to say anything to Tori?
Are you happy she bought the building and is going to preserve it?
Is it okay that we're sleeping here?
One, two, three. All right, that's interesting.
Yeah.
As soon as you bring up Tori again,
Right.
trying to walk down these stairs in the dark.
Which, you know, she's been here for the past month, so
Right.
it's the name.
That is
Okay.
not me. That is not me.
No.
Did you just follow me down the stairs? And good riddance. And stay out. I said get.
But it's like she's been here for the past month, so it's a name they're familiar
Right.
with, you know?
They're like, oh yeah, we know Tori.
Tori's cool.
She's cool. Her and Stephanie. Talk about energy. Those two, those two, pumping some energy into this building. Stephanie's our friend from McIntyre, guys. You guys have seen McIntyre on the channel. Her and Tori are good friends, so she's been out here a few times as well. So, all right, let's see what we got.
Yeah.
My name is Steve. What's your name? Did you see us right now?
There's something
What's your
there.
name?
Whisper.
Did you see us right now? What's the name of the business that operates here?
There's something there. To whisper.
What's the name of the business that operates here?
Honestly, super quiet. Listen.
What's the name of the business that operates here?
It's super
It's like
broken
the
up.
sleeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you happy she bought the building and is going to preserve it?
It's weird.
That was after you said, is it okay if we sleep in here?
Yeah. If you guys know what any of those said, if you have a different interpretation, make sure you drop a comment down below. But let's see what this one got.
My name is Steve. What's your name? Can you see us right now?
That's cool.
It's like a full sentence.
That's cool.
Do you want to say anything to Tori?
Dum bum 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 bum.
Is it okay that we're sleeping here?
So the clearest one is right after something. Do you have anything to say to Tori?
Yeah.
It almost sounds like it's like,
I just said like thank you.
it's
was
like
the first
some. Yeah, I can't tell if it's like thank you or like, I almost felt like the first time I thought I heard like something about the bedroom, but I can't.
I don't know.
We'll have to listen on the computer with headphones, see if it's any clearer. But so the clearest thing is when you said you have anything to say to Tori, and that's when that stuff starts going off again too.
Yeah, which kind of coincides with the theory. Maybe when we play something through
Right.
a recorder, they can hear it
I
better.
can hear a little better. This place is weird already.
Yeah.
It's very strange. It's intelligent. There's definitely intelligent stuff going on here.
Yeah.
The shadow was weird. It really was, because it wasn't the stereotypical like super fast shadow figure. It just kind of moved across the wall. It was very clear. I double taked at it because I saw it and I was like, that's not supposed to be there. Static dome, weird.
Yeah, it held it for probably what, 10 minutes?
That faint female voice I was hearing was super strange too, because again, it sounded like you were hearing like one half of a phone call. Like it was just like a bum, 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 you know what I mean? Like this mumbling kind of going back and forth.
Right.
Almost like when somebody leaves a TV on in a different room. It's like you can hear it, you can't make out what they're saying. It
Right.
sounds like they're underwater or something.
Yeah.
That was really, really weird. Thank you.
They agree.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, man, sorry. Listening to my phone call.
No, that's bizarre though.
Yeah.
So I guess it's time to head upstairs. The area where we're going to be sleeping tonight, kind of like the living space.
Yeah.
The previous owner used it as a living space.
Yep. It's where it was the college dorm. People stayed up there for a few months before they got scared out. The college dorm people.
The college dorm people.
students stayed up there for a few months before they got scared out. But let's get up there, see who we're going to be hanging out with tonight while we sleep, and then we'll set up the static cams down here after.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go. All right, guys, so we moved upstairs. Now, this is where the living quarters were. There was a storage part on that side of the building at one point, again, before the original building had burnt down. The door over here actually leads to the dumbwaiter system where that college student jumped down and ran out of here scared. We're also going to be sleeping up here tonight. This is where we're going to be staying, a couple of the rooms down here. As you can see, millimeters and REM pods blanketing the long hallway here.
This one behind you, I think?
Why is it behind me every time?
Always, yeah.
Every time here, it's behind me.
That's kind of bizarre.
Yeah.
We also have the EDI over there, the chair, and the static dome right next to us here.
Yep.
So we have the whole floor blanketed in equipment. We're going to see if they want to interact with any of it. It seems like it's been a mix of residual and intelligence so far.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to see. This has been, pretty lived in.
Yeah.
Past.
We have the DR60s, of course. We'll do more. Now the other.
One of the very ends going off.
The far end.
Yeah. Are you down there in the living room? Can you touch that red light?
Because the living room is the one spot where Dylan, the previous owner, said that he was scared enough to leave the one time. He didn't see anything. He didn't hear anything. It was an overwhelming sensation, he said, of just being like sick and unwanted and stuff. So that was down there.
Are you the one who made Dylan feel like that? The previous owner?
Makes me sound like you're talking.
Speaking in third person.
Yeah.
Or do you know who did?
What's that far one again?
Yeah. Well, because it was weird too. In the first session that we did here, there was some like negative entity. It seemed like it wanted to come through. It was at 7.
Right.
It was like OG Haunted Nights fans remember 7.
Right.
But that was like the only time it came up.
Right. Well, one of the main reasons we came back to Kansas too was everything that had been going on with, getting Sally at Wilson and why is it behind me?
Yeah. Okay.
As I say, that's Sally.
This was going off.
As I say, Sally.
Garnett.
Yeah, the Wilson. Right, we get Sally, the bad woman from Garnett. All this stuff. That's one of the main reasons we started coming back out here to Kansas. So maybe they know that. Maybe they're with us.
Why is it the farthest one though?
I don't know.
That's so bizarre.
Can you come closer to us? If they walked down the hall, that balloon should move too.
That'd be kind of
Can I
sad.
see that? There's a balloon in the hallway down there. I don't know if you guys can see it.
see it.
Yeah,
Zoom
right
in.
there between the two REM pods at the end.
Yeah.
Can try to make it move, hopefully. Can you walk towards us? The two devices that are on the way down the hall towards us do the same thing. All you gotta do is get close to them, wave your hand in front of them, kick them. They light up, change colors, and make noise, just like that one. Come on down here.
This one behind you again.
Neat. They have all kinds of stuff over here too.
Yeah, haunted artifacts.
Right. Like a last rites kit, essentially. And then you have this as a mourning piece here, and that's actual hair, probably for whoever this child was. And then they got all kinds of lovely things over here, like that.
Static dome again, facing down the hallway.
It's pointing down the hall.
Yeah.
And again, for people that say that's us walking on the carpet downstairs, first of all,
Hardwood floors.
hardwood floor. Second of all, it was on a wooden table downstairs.
Right. And it was pointing the opposite direction
Right.
where we were.
Right.
Are you joining us down here? It's okay if you are.
That's the closer one, and the static dome points that way.
That's where we just came from. If you were downstairs with us and you're just now joining us, welcome. Glad to have you. Or I guess, hope you're glad to have us.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
There's no airflow in here. The heat. We turned the heat off to film. What was that?
It's like a high-pitched
Yeah.
screech
Yeah.
almost, yeah. Yeah.
They're upset we turned the heat off.
Yeah.
Me too.
They went off. Do you feel how cold it is outside?
If you're cold, they're cold. Bring them in.
Facts.
Can you walk down the hall towards us? It's still down there.
Yeah, very end.
I'm gonna come a little bit down the hall, okay? We're gonna be staying in some of these rooms. Is it okay that we came down here closer to you? I'm still pointing at that window away.
Can you close one of these doors in this hallway?
That was in this room?
Yeah.
That's the most it's Shit, those footsteps.
Like behind us?
I couldn't tell where they came from. There was very clearly footsteps though. There was like 2 or 3 of them on the hardwood floor.
Yeah.
And now that one's
It's pinging. The one at the very end.
after we hear the footsteps.
Yeah. But it's like it's trying to pull us in 2 different directions. I don't.
This is how horror movies start.
Yeah, literally. We're surrounded.
I'll go over here and
Oh, yeah.
that's this one. That's this one right here.
Yeah. You say this is how horror movies start. Yeah, let's just split up.
Yep. Well,
Well,
for the plot. I'm gonna come down here, I guess. Hello. Is it okay if I'm down here with you? It does kind of feel weird down here.
does it?
Yeah. Not like bad, but it feels occupied.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
This one's still pointing towards the door.
Like I know it's the living quarters and stuff, but it doesn't feel the same down here as it does down there.
Right.
Is this where you spend a lot of time? That's a shipping container. That's how they used to ship the caskets here. That was found here. It's original.
Are you over there by the artifacts? Can you touch that device on the shelf right there so it lights up and makes noise again?
That's right behind me.
Yeah. Oh, this one's maxing out again. Thank you. Can you step back now so it stops? Thank you. It's right in front of a mirror too.
Yeah, like a portal.
Yeah.
Is this what you wanted? You wanted us separated? Split up a little bit? I thought I just heard a voice.
I did too. Male voice?
Yeah, it was like 2 words maybe?
Yeah.
It was like bum bum. Hello? Okay, guys, it's 4:45 in the morning. There's nobody outside.
If you just tried to talk to us out loud, can you say something again?
Is anybody from the Sleeper family here? Want to come back down there by Dylan? Okay, I'm walking by this balloon, so it's gonna move.
Yeah.
Because when you were downstairs by yourself doing your when you were downstairs by yourself doing your second channel, I was filming with the gimbal.
Yeah.
Doing B-roll, and I'm walking over here.
Right.
Can you step back from that for a second, please? Step towards me. They'll stop making that noise. Thank you. I had just walked over here though. I was right here about to do B-roll of all the stuff on the shelves. I got right here and my gimbal died. And I stopped to look at it because I know it was fully charged. I made sure I charged before we came on the strip. So I said, shit, essentially, like it's dead. And as I stopped like that, I'm not even kidding, like clear as day, it sounded like somebody knocking on a door. Like it was like, just like that. It was like 3 of them right in a row. It wasn't like, you can hear the heat, the baseboards kind of popping now as they're cooling down because we turned it off.
It was the building's gonna do.
It was 100% like somebody literally just went, like it was 3 just like that, and that kind of like in that kind of cadence, that kind of pace.
Right.
It was really, really. I like stopped and looked at it, and I was like, "Come in."
Right.
But like nobody came in. Luckily, that I saw. I don't.
One at the very end is
Going out again.
I don't know what to make of that.
Did you knock earlier? When I was up here? If one of you knocked and I heard it, can you set off one of these devices again? Either of them. It was right down here when you knocked.
Is there something negative here? When we first got here, it seemed like someone was trying to intimidate us. The 3 knocks, are you supposed to be making fun of the Trinity?
I think it goes on there. That could be whatever's been following us though.
Right. And this one points down the hallway.
Like I said, like it knows that we're back going to, spoiler alert, Garnett and Sally are coming up in the next few weeks, guys.
And it's going off.
As we're talking about this.
Right. This entire time we've been down here, it hasn't gone off.
Yep.
And this is pointing down the hallway in color red. Spooky.
Oh, he's a snake.
So they should make like a remix. Devil went down to Georgia, now he's in Kansas, bro.
Oh.
What?
I see him. Well, and that's like right next to the like last rites box too, with the crucifix and holy water, which is downstairs, and
Which is interesting too, because we're getting whatever's down there, it's confirming there's something negative, and then there's this going on.
right.
So did you follow us? Are you from Garnett? Are you from Sally House?
Let's take out the yes no thing. Let's try that.
I'll put my phone. There it is.
So this is the same person that makes
Spirit Talker.
Spirit Talker.
Yeah, Spotted Ghosts. He made this new app that he sent to me. It's, let me pull it up here. It's called Spirit Typer. They have a setting called Yes No.
We're gonna go with the yes no setting.
Yes. So here it is, Spirit Typer. It literally says turn on airplane mode. So I'm gonna do that. Everything's off, as you can see. And then start. Did you follow us from the Sally house or the Garnett house?
If you did, use this device and let us know. Yes.
Yes.
First one is yes.
That's weird.
Okay. Was it the Sally house? Did you come from the Sally house? No. Are you the bad woman from the Garnett house?
Didn't even finish your sentence. Well, that's the theory behind it too. If there's something negative, it can read your thoughts.
Right.
It can, you know.
Just to confirm, you're from the Garnett house. in Garnett, Kansas? If you are, let us know using this device. If that's where you came from, tell us now.
We came to Kansas. We're going to the Sally house. We're going to the Garnett house.
Dropping your ass off.
Yeah. Well, we tried that with Christopher Broadwell.
Is this the bad lady?
Do you not want to tell us? If we know, do we have some sort of power over you? So you're going to keep it a mystery?
We don't want to talk to you. We came here to talk to the people from the Sleeper Mortuary. Hello. Can you step back, please? Thank you. If you're at the end of this hall and you're the person that followed us, can you set that device off again? If you're the one that came from Garnett or Sally or wherever you were, can you set off the device at the end of the hall? It went off.
Went off?
Yep, it went off.
Why did you go back down the hallway?
It's still going. Maybe they won't come down here because of the last right stuff.
Are you scared of the artifacts they have down here?
You don't scare us. Like I said, we came back to Kansas. We're going to bring you back to wherever you came from. We've had enough of you trying to intimidate people at the places we go. It is the end. It's near the rooms we're sleeping in.
It is.
Okay, awesome. Really exciting.
That's so weird, though. We bring up the last rites box over there. We bring up, them being scared. They stop responding.
Yep.
I don't know. Are you protecting us? Whoever's over here in this room?
Yeah, it kind of feels like, well, I said down there, it feels weird too.
Yeah.
It's like whoever's at this end hanging out is Sleeper Mortuary.
Right.
Whoever's down there is whatever this thing is.
Right.
You're not allowed to stay here. They don't want you here. If you're from somewhere else, from Sally or Garnett. Yeah, it went off again.
It went off again, yeah.
If you are from this building, Tori wants you to stay here. She wants to communicate with you. You're welcome here. Anybody else is not.
If you were one of the families that visited, one of the people that passed through, one of the workers, one of the people who lived here, that's fine.
If you have good intentions. Somebody from Sally House, somebody from Garnett House, you don't belong here. You're going to get in the car with us in the morning and you're going to leave. It's going off.
Yeah. Do you understand? Or if you don't want to leave, why don't you try to scare us? You've been telling us you're going to do something to us. For how long now? You haven't done anything.
It's going off. We're both going to be sleeping here tonight. We're going to leave these cameras running downstairs. All night. Do whatever you have to do. Flip them over. Open a door. That goes for anybody here, by the way. If you're from the mortuary, we're going to leave these going down there, okay? So if you're not comfortable necessarily talking to us or using the equipment in front of us, you're going to have the rest of the night to do it while we're up here. We're going to leave these going downstairs. One probably in the casket room by the flower room, and either one in that main hallway or over in the other room. So you're going to have options.
If you're from the mortuary, we appreciate you talking to us tonight. We understand it's new. It's probably pretty scary. If you're whatever followed us, we got 2 birds flying your way.
You suck. But again, if you are from here, we thank you for letting us come into your home and your business. We'll be back to talk to you again, okay? We appreciate you. You did really, really well tonight. Tori's going to have a lot of people coming in here to talk to you, and they're all going to be very excited. Tori's a great person, okay? She means well. She wants to save this place. What do you think?
Well, that's it.
All right, let's wrap it up. Let's set these up downstairs and go get us a few hours of sleep. It's 5 a.m. We'll get these static cameras going, and that'll be it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
I don't know.
That's crazy. Okay, so literally tripod in hand, getting ready to go set up the static camera, and I came around that corner. It's not doing it as much anymore, unfortunately. That balloon
It was like pushed to the wall.
It was rocking. It was like,
Yeah.
it was almost horizontal at one point.
It's still like you can still see it moving.
Dude, I couldn't believe that when I just came around the corner. We haven't been down there at all.
No. We've been down here discussing how we want to set up the static cams for the past 5 minutes probably.
That's crazy. Dude, I came around and that thing was tilted completely to the side, pointing towards this wall over here.
Yeah.
Look at it move. Look
It's
at
still going, yeah.
Can you move that?
It's like speeding up. Look at that. That's insane.
There's no airflow. There's no heat on right now. The windows are all closed, obviously.
It has a roof. It has, oh,
It like stopped.
yeah.
Can you push that again?
Holy shit. Still going.
Look, no, it just started again.
Yeah, it almost pushed over. Look at that. That's crazy. Can you kick that down the hallway? Push it as hard as you can.
Okay, so it's like stopped again.
Yeah.
Give it a good push for us. Push it against one of the walls almost. That's wow, because it stopped and then it started again.
Yeah.
Okay, can you make it? Now it's pinging, and look at it move. Can you make it stop again?
It's like speeding up.
Yeah. Holy shit.
That's insane. Because that's like right outside the rooms I was sleeping.
Yes, it is.
That's crazy.
That's so weird.
I can't believe that.
I came around the corner and the thing was rocking.
Yeah.
And then it stopped.
Right.
And I said, can you do it again? And it started moving again.
It was pushed all the way to the other wall.
It was almost touching it.
Yeah.
That's wild. That was actually crazy.
Anyway,
Well,
static camera time, I guess.
Guess we have to go that way.
Yeah,
All right, let's do it.
let's do it.
All right, guys, that's officially a wrap on our active investigation tonight. Like I said, we were going to set up the static cameras down here on the first floor while we were sleeping back upstairs on the first floor, or on the second floor, where the balloon was just moving and the REM pod's been going off, and possibly the thing from Garnet and Sally's hanging out.
Yeah.
So, what a weird night here.
But this place is definitely a hidden gem. If you guys get the opportunity, come out to Iola, Kansas. Check this place out. All of their links are going to be down below. They have social media pages as well that you can check out. They do live streams all the time. So if you can't make it out here quite yet, you can also see the investigations they have going on here.
Yeah, definitely come support Tori. She's an amazing person. This is an awesome location, guys. It is going to be popular in the paranormal world for sure. Our first night here, it's not gonna be our last night here. We've definitely had some really, really interesting activity, and they have heat, they have bathrooms. It's a wonderful location, guys, again. So definitely come check them out. Everything is down below, but let's set up these cameras. Let's get upstairs, get a few hours of sleep, and see what they catch.
Yeah, let's do it.